Dave made this beat.
Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 315. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Trizzy. Welcome back, Slack fam.
What's good? Welcome back to another edition of the show. 315 weeks in a row of bringing you sports takes. And this is a really special time of year for us because it was actually, I think it was September 4th, 2019 that we did our very first podcast together. So just over 6 years. And we haven't missed a week yet. Dog, isn't that crazy?
Dog, super crazy. It's insane, actually.
Yeah, the one thing we said we would do when we started this thing is that we were just going to do it every week and that we would have plenty to talk about because going way back in the Wayback Machine, you know, we worked together at our 9-to-5s and we would just hang out, end up in the parking lot or at lunch on breaks, talking sports, and essentially evolved into doing this show where we get to, make that time and set that time aside to talk sports together. And now we've got the Slack family along with us. It's just a beautiful thing.
Oh, dude, it's wild. Like, we would literally get out at like 4 o'clock, but we wouldn't leave the parking lot till 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, dude, it actually is super insane. And, it's kind of crazy that we're able to make time for this. Not just make time for it, but, be as consistent as we've been. Like you said, we haven't missed a week. Whether it's, you on vacation or me on vacation, whatever the case may be, we always make sure that we get Tuesday going. And I'm super proud of us for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a Tuesday tradition. Yeah. And it's exciting to have the Slackers out there be a part of it. And we want to thank you guys for your support along the way because that definitely has helped us get through those 6 years. It's gone by like a flash, man. It's crazy. All right, let's do a quick check-in here. We got Pops in the building.
Yeah.
He said, shout out to Mo Cheeks, former 76er, turned 69 yesterday. Happy belated birthday. Damn. And a lot of September birthdays going on. Actually, we got to give a shout out to Myra, Miss Myra May, the first lady of Slack.
True.
Her birthday is today, so a big shout out to Myra. And we always are wishing.
Actually,
that's what's up. Yeah, we're always wishing her well as well as her boys, shirt gang and no shirt gang. So that's what's up. So shout out to Mo Cheeks. Mom's in the building. She said, here's a trip down memory lane. Big Mo, Little Mo, Dr. Andrew, Tony, Ivoroni, No Baloney, Sixers all the way. Their original was 4-4-4. That's what they were supposed to do, but 4-5-4 is pretty good too. Only losing one game in the playoffs. So that's what's up. We got Kelly in the building as well. Happy Tuesday. She said, proud of you guys. That's a huge accomplishment. And Pops as well. He says, that's so awesome. Congratulations. Yes, thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
We really appreciate it. We got to give a big shout out to our brother Marcus as well. He's not going to be able to join the show right now, but he was a big part of it as well because on that first day, just over 6 years ago, we basically hit him up and we were like, yo, we're coming to the studio. Like, can you make this happen for us? And he was like, I got you, come through. And the rest is history. He's been supporting us ever since. So good stuff there. All right, I think that was a good check-in. But Strizzy, how you doing? Anything else you want to jump in on before we do our normal topics?
No, not really. It's funny, man. I'm doing this. I started this juice cleanse today, so I'm like on nothing but juice and like protein or whatever. So I'm a little irritable. So like, you know what I mean? Like, but never for the Slack fam. But man, it's only day one. I got 2 more days of this, so we'll see how it goes.
So juice and protein, like liquid protein, or what do you mean?
Yeah, liquid protein. That's it. Just straight liquids for the next 3 days. So should be fun. I'm trying to knock off this last like 10 pounds. So
okay, I got you.
Cutting season. So we'll see if I can get it done.
Dog, well, good luck, man. I know a lot of it's got to be hard, but I know probably mental too. Like once you pass that hump and once you get going, you see that finish line, it'll be good.
It's supposed to be able to like reset your palate so I don't crave like the sweet treats and stuff as much as I normally do. So You know what I mean? Like, I'm not 25 anymore, so I'm trying to get my health right. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, day one it's been a struggle. I want a cheeseburger so bad, bro. Like, I just want a cheeseburger so bad.
Like a full year to reset, dog. The way my sweet tooth works.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro.
I'd have to nuke all my taste buds and grow back new ones. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, I gotta get a tongue scraper, get all that out too. Like, yeah, I'm a big sweets guy. So, still love them. I don't want to crave them as bad as I do. Like, it's pretty bad. So
yeah.
But it's dope. I have a juicer, so we're literally doing like all my own juices. So I'm not using a company like that. And so far, everything's been so good though. Like it's been fire. So it's been nice. I'm hoping it does what it do. And then, like I said, you drop these last 10 pounds. I was like 230-ish. I'm about 217 right now. So I kind of want to be at like 205.
Dog, is that even healthy for you though? As strong as you are and as much muscle you have? Or
so yes, I don't think that I'll ever be able to get under 200 again with the way that I work out.
Want to, right?
No, I really don't. So the funny thing about it is like I only have fat like surrounding my abdomen area. I don't really have it anywhere else.
Yeah,
and that's what I want to get back to. So I'm trying to get like maybe not the high school six pack, but maybe the college six pack. You know what I'm saying? So if I can get back to that, like I'm solid, I'm straight.
Ironically, pause. I think I've been around for both of those at some point.
Yeah,
I've seen the whole revolution, and this whole time I've been rocking the keg, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Revolution, transformation of Drizzy. You've seen all of it.
That's funny, dog. That's what's up, though, man. No, but that's what's up. Well, you'll have to let us know how that goes for sure.
Yeah.
But definitely wishing you well with that, man. I don't know if I could get to that, but one of these days I'm gonna have to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, no, not spring chickens anymore.
It's mental. It's all mental, like you said. It's all mental.
Want to welcome Stephanie to the show. She said, "Hey, y'all." She said, "I'm at the Aces last regular season game." And another thing that's gone into blur is the WNBA season.
Mm-hmm.
It's been. I can't believe it's already over, but this has been definitely a weird year with Caitlin Clark being in and out, with Angel Reese with her, kind of the negativity and stuff.
Everything,
yeah. This wasn't the like the build off of last year that I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to be like the WNBA was going to be swooping up, but I feel like this is obviously the playoffs are coming and it'll be exciting, but I feel like this is kind of a down year, honestly.
No, I think it was for them, and honestly, it kind of sucks because when you say down year for the WNBA, like that's really it's really bad for them. You know what I mean? Because even last year with probably the amount of money they make, I think they still are returning, negative profits. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate where it's like this year, definitely probably a bad year. Caitlin Clark in and out, but more out than in, you know what I'm saying? So I think she missed primarily almost the entire season, it feels like. So that definitely helps the WNBA, and I don't know. Hopefully they can figure some things out. Paige had a great season. She's definitely going to win Rookie of the Year. And then, we might have Juju coming out next season, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's definitely always still more to look forward to. So,
yeah,
that's what's up. Kelly said, second year in a row, I wanted to go and miss. I know we got to just like Strizzy did this year. He beat us to the punch, but next year we just got to buy the tickets, plan the date, and just make sure we're out there. But Stephanie Washington, she's always going. It'd be fun to see an Aces game too. I've been wanting to get up to Vegas again. Kelly said, yeah, rocking the keg. Absolutely. Only way I know. All right. Let's jump into NFL really quickly. That was the big news. I think the kickoff of the NFL was so exciting to see. I'm gonna pull up our graphics right quick, and we'll look at it just really quickly, just how the games played out. I just did the quick check marks there, but we kind of know most of the winners. But just as a reminder for the visual, and was curious, like I want to know and help us out in the chat, like before we jump on in. What games stuck out to you? Any surprises, and any letdowns in week one? And then, but as we're kind of thinking about that, I do want to address the whole spitgate situation that started off the whole week, which was crazy. Jalen Carter being ejected from the game for spitting on Dak Prescott. Then you see later on, who spit first and what was going on. Dak spit towards him, and all this other stuff. But it was just sad for me as a fan of Jalen Carter, even though I'm not an Eagles fan, like to see him get ejected before even being able to play in the game.
Do anything,
yeah. So that is one thing that I'm definitely interested about. Oh, Marcus, what's good?
Oh, my bad. No, I came in like that. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, it's all
You're
good.
straight.
It puts you right to the right, jumped you right in, man. You good? What's good?
I'm good. Sorry for being late, man. You know, I'm working late.
Yeah.
No, you always working. It's all good though. No worries at all. We were actually singing your praises earlier, like we always do. We try to get it out the way while you're not here because we know you don't like that attention. But
Yeah,
we
appreciate it.
we appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate it.
But no, I was just asking Strizzy what he thought about the whole Jalen Carter spitgate incident. Before we jump into our thoughts on week 1. So Strizzy, what did you think?
Yeah, that kind of sucks. It's like I'm a really big Jalen Carter fan too. Like I still talk about just like I don't know how he fell to the Eagles in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But
Things like yeah,
but it did kind of suck. You know, like but I will say this though, like Jalen Carter, he's like a mini Ndamukong Suh sometimes. Like he is that good, but sometimes makes kind of the boneheaded decisions. You know what I mean? And I think Dak baited him. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, he fell for it. Dak did. You know, Dak's not innocent. He did spit towards his direction. And then, you know, brushed up against his offensive line, still talking mess, and Jalen Carter took the bait. You know what I'm saying? So Dak got what he wanted to get out of the interaction. You know what I'm saying? And Jalen Carter, like, you can't spit on somebody, dog. Like you can't do it. I do not think it warranted a full ejection though. I don't think he should have been ejected for the entire game. These dudes are going to talk, and this is one of the bigger rivalries in football right now. So. I don't think it warranted a full-blown ejection for the entire game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, Dak got exactly what he wanted. It worked. I don't really look at Dak any different. He didn't spit on Jalen Carter. He spit in his direction, which is also disrespectful. Someone spits in my direction or spits on me, I'm probably swinging too. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? But like I just feel like Jalen Carter, like, dog, you gotta who saw that, you know what I'm saying?
You
like
gotta be
your
smarter
team,
than that.
your team needs you. Like you are a monster, major part of that defense. And even though they got the dub, had they not won that game, you know, you're probably thinking back at it like, damn, had I been there, I probably make the difference. So I don't know. That's all I thought about. What do you guys think?
Marcus?
I'm gonna take it back a little bit because that they asked him about that and how it started. Jalen Carter was trying to get in the head of the rookie lineman, I think Booker. He was talking to him crazy at the beginning. I think Dak was trying to take up for him, you know, like don't talk to my guy like that, you know. So that's how it started. And I wouldn't say Dak him spitting that way was like oh you shouldn't do that kind of stuff because them guys spit all the time on the field. You watch the game, they always spitting, but I don't think he was trying to like he did like kind of spit. But I don't think he was trying to spit like he was gonna try to get spit on him because if that was the case he would have got between the guys and did that. But I think Jalen Carter you can't do stuff like that. It's kind of nasty. And
Yeah.
to me personally, the spit, you know what I'm saying? You don't spit on a person, but I guess he spit on his shoulder or something like that. I'm giving him the first like the first half, you suspend the first half. That's what I'm doing. Second half
Yeah.
you come out, don't do it anymore. I'm gonna give you a good healthy fine, you know what I'm saying, for doing something like that. And then we move. It's the first game. He didn't even play yet. So I'm
Right.
thinking I just feel like the guys should think, you know what I'm saying, who the head guys is. Let's think about that a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Let's like
Yeah.
give him first half out, come in second half play, and then go. I think Dak it would have been cool with that too. Like that's you know what I'm saying. We want to play against their best guys. But I think Dak will take off for his guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he tried to get in his head. He a rookie, you know what I'm saying? He tried to get in his head, and he probably did. That's why that kind of get to him. But get spending the whole game in that big old fight he got, I think it was 57,000.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
lot
game
of
check.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
a
whole
lot
game
of money.
check. And he got
Yeah,
suspended
exactly.
too, but it basically is time served. So
Right,
Yeah.
They did him.
yeah.
They did him, which is a new thing in the NFL, but it makes sense. Like they're like he didn't really play that game, so that was like in effect his 1 game suspension,
Yeah.
and then he lost all his game check, which would have been 57,000. So
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about that. That's a game check. That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
and he's on his rookie deal, so
Yeah,
like
I was about to say he's selling his rookie contract. He's not even getting paid big money yet.
that's crazy. Can you imagine? You're just like 1 week, 1 day of work, 3 hours work. Obviously, they're working all the time, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
man, that's crazy.
7,000 in a day.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm like, but yeah, I agree with points that both y'all made. I think it was true. Like Jalen was obviously on the Cowboy side of the ball. He was way past the line of scrimmage,
Oh yeah.
and he was doing his little thing, doing his little walk whack. And so that's why I think like Dak, he played it off like, yeah, I spit all the time. But I do think Dak was kind of like marking his territory in a way, and that's kind of how we had said is like he's kind of was just like marking his territory, like he spit. on the ground his way, like this is our area. You know what I'm saying? Like don't come over here. And the way he looked and smirked at him, like he was like, what's
that
up?
was the thing.
Like
Yep.
you know, he was letting him know. Like he kind of looked at him, did it? He's like, that was for you in a sense. But there's still a big leap from you spit in my general direction, like or towards my, you know, because he didn't even spit really like at him to try to hit him. That was a whole different thing. But there's a big difference to me between doing that and kind of being like as a warning shot versus spitting on somebody from like 2 inches away, like he did. So yeah, that was crazy.
For sure.
It was good stuff though to see like that. It's like they were just ready to go, but that's what makes it even more disappointing that he didn't get to play because it's like, man, you know, that had to be tough to swallow that you were so hyped up, you looking forward to this all off season and you get kicked out. But unfortunately, like the NFL doesn't have a rule like that. Like the college, they do the half game thing, but the NFL, you are either out or you're in. Like they don't have a 2-quarter type of ejection. So that's why it was he had to go for the whole thing. But
I was very surprised because they made a decision quick. It wasn't like they thought about it. Well, they thought about it right then. He was out of there. I'm like,
before we even knew what was happening, he was on his way over there.
Wow, man, that's crazy. And they had that footage of Dak spitting too. They saw that after halftime.
Yeah,
been showed that, you know.
Yeah, you know somebody had that from jump, but it wasn't the storyline at the time. But I just think it was the fact that it was so close to the ref. Like the ref was right there. Like, dang, like really? Like, I think that was part of it. They're just like, that's just extra stupid. Like I'm standing right here. I think that's why he's like, you gotta go.
Like Pop said, you gotta control yourself. Like that's just like you said. Like it's too close, man. Like the ref is literally right there. Like it's just way too close.
Yeah.
I wonder if the decision would have been different. Also, if Dak would have reacted to that and like pushed him or something, had a scuffle or something. I wonder if that would have been, you know what I'm saying?
They probably would have done like 15 yards each side and like offsetting penalty type of thing.
And probably let him play, you know? But so Dak was like, hey, like, what's this? You know what I'm saying?
Well, and unfortunately for Carter, he if it wasn't him, if it was a different D lineman, if it was even Jordan Davis on his own team, like they probably might not have done it that hard.
Exactly.
They know that he has that reputation more. So I think it all played into it.
He's definitely Sue Jr. He's definitely
that's what I'm saying.
That was a great comparison to Strizzy. Yeah, Stephanie said it's bodily fluids. That's just unsanitary. It's true.
Yeah. That sounds so nasty when people say bodily fluids.
Yeah.
That is
when you say it like that.
That's a cringer. He definitely took the bait, very immature. Pop said, came to the R huddle under the new emphasis on sportsmanship. And that is true. Apparently this year, the refs have been told to emphasize like sportsmanship rules and stuff like that. So they're going to be even more sensitive.
Calls.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of stuff like tunning. There's been a lot of that this week too. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
They say tell them too before the game starts. You know what's going to happen, and you still do it. So, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
kind of sucks a little bit. Like this, I feel like there's a little bit like there's a difference between like trash talking and like going too far. You know what I'm saying? But like in football, like most of this is just trash talk. These guys are, for the most part, friends. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys played against each other in high school. These guys play each other in college, and they're now playing against each other in the NFL. So for the most part, like even CD Lamb still talks highly about Hurts, you know what I'm saying? But like that's my guy over there. Like I'm happy for him. Glad he got a Super Bowl. It's like I'm trying to get one of those too. You know what I mean? Like so, like a lot of times, like they're just talking stuff. I think even Diggs ran after Hurts. An old friend. You know what I'm saying? And in the game, and they didn't call nothing. But it sucks when you see these guys just like talking normal football talk, and now they're gonna get penalized for it. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think if you over the guy or you in his face, you can do that same thing at your teammate or this way instead of at the guy. So you can get emotional. You can't resist going to somebody's face. So I don't like that part of it. If you're gonna do it over there. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I want to welcome Grace to the show. She said they should both be out, grow up. She didn't like Dak's initial part either. And she definitely didn't like the smirk afterwards, but that's the part I kind of like the most, kind of letting them know like that was for you, you know.
I'm a veteran, man. I'm a veteran.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to get to the surprises really quickly. Mom said Dallas surprised me, and the Bills and Vikings comebacks insane. Pop said so many comebacks. Titans look prepared and physical. Alien almost upset the Cardinals, which that was a close game than I thought. Saints Cardinals, that was a good one. The Bills Vikings comebacks were insane. Strizzy, I wanted to hear your thought as a Ravens fan. Why does this keep happening to the Ravens? They give up leads, and what did you think of that last 14 points or 16 points in that last 3 minutes in that game? Yeah,
because Harbaugh's too conservative. He's been too conservative. I've been literally saying this for years. Every time somebody who's a lesser team, and don't get me wrong, I won't say the Bills are necessarily a lesser team, but if we're talking about like who has more talent on both sides of the football, it's definitely Baltimore.
And you're up 15.
Yeah, exactly. So it's frustrating as a fan when I see how easily they put points on Buffalo, and it's not just Buffalo, man. It's Kansas City. It's the Bengals. It's the Bills. It's happened to them twice now. Not this big of a lead, but it's happened to them twice now. Like, and it's like, when are they just gonna start being like, yo, our game plan works for this team? They can't stop our offense. Just score. When the ball is in your hands, your goal should be to score. Like every time. Stop trying to run the ball downs 1 through 3, just hoping Derrick Henry is gonna run over everybody. When they're gonna start, if that's what you're gonna always do, I'm gonna start loading the box. Derrick Henry is a big dude, but he ain't. But the defensive linemen and those linebackers are big dudes too. So if it's loaded, he's not getting through all that. You know what I mean? So like it happens too often, and like I was super irritated on Sunday. Like, and you know me, like I like the Bills too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a Josh Allen fan. So it was it's so frustrating seeing a team this good lose when they literally like not kill them, but like they kill teams so early on in these games, and they always give these leads up. It is happening so often where I'm like, Harbaugh is such a good coach, but I'm like, is it time for him to go? You know what I mean? Are they going to be able to get over any type of hump right now with Lamar being one of the greatest quarterbacks in the league right now if he just keeps these conservative ways? And I saw Pops, he said the fumble didn't help, and you're absolutely right, Pops. The fumble from Henry definitely didn't help, like couldn't come at a worse time, but they still got the ball back and still continued the conservative play. Now you're only up 2. It's time to score again. You know what I mean? Like we need a touchdown. We don't need a field goal. Like field goal helps, sure, but if they come back and score a touchdown, like they still win the game. You should be trying to score a touchdown every time you have the ball in your hands. You know what I'm saying? And like they need to get over this conservative football stuff because it's happening way too often for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. Anthony, want to welcome Anthony to the show. He said Harbaugh coaching to Reed. He likes to get conservative sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this though. I agree with what you're saying. But at the same time, the Cowboys, the Ravens, you can't turn the ball over.
Yeah,
So
you can.
When you turn the ball over, you make the coach be conservative too. At the same time, if the Dallas game, if Miles Sanders don't from that ball, they win the game. You gonna look at CeeDee Lamb. Oh, I catch the ball. You making pressure on everybody else. When you're a championship team, Derrick Henry, you're the best running back in the league. You can't fumble the ball. That's what that make you different from everybody else. You can't fumble. You can't do that. So when you fumble the ball like that, you put the pressure on the coach. Now it's his fault why he lost. No, they lost because of Derrick Henry. You got to put it on them. And that's the part where people don't want to be accountable for stuff like that. Well, I'm in the locker room. Hey, I love you, dog. You had a great game, but you lost the game. It happens.
Yeah.
If you don't fumble that ball, I feel like they win that game. You're 40-25. I think you don't fumble that ball. Even if you field goal or punt it, you still in a good spot. But when you fumble the ball, that momentum goes away from them and goes. Same way in Dallas. If you don't fumble that ball, they win that game. I really feel like they win the game. They're right there. They're going to score at least a field goal. You got a great kicker. So I just feel like we kind of, like you said, you were so right about Harbaugh being concerned. That's what it is. But you put him in a predicament to be who he is. And that's why I'll never get to another level. Because last year, the catch, the tight end don't catch the ball. You put him in to be conservative. And then sometimes Lamar Jackson, he do it too much, he fumbles the ball. So I just feel like don't put it in his hands to be like that kind of person. We got to ourselves. He ain't playing. You got to play in a football game. You got to do your job so he can do his job. So I just feel like as a player, they mess up, and then you put the thing in the coach to be who they are. Because he don't play. He don't know what to do. So he's nervous now. Like, oh, I don't want them to do it, make a mistake again. So I'm gonna do this. So he don't make. He's trying to save them pretty much to win the game. But when you do that, you kind of hurt the team too at the same time. So I just feel
Yeah.
like those games. I think the only game that I'm sorry, I'm going a little over, but
No, not at
the
all.
Bears and
Not at all.
the Bears and the Vikings. I just feel like I don't think it was a turnover. I think they the team that kind of like just lost the game. Now they were too conservative. I think they were, but I think the Cowboys and the Bills and the Ravens they made mistakes. That's what happened
Mhm.
with that. That's how
Yeah.
I feel about how it happened with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually do agree with you that too. Like, and like at the end of the day, yeah, the players are definitely playing the game. Like that's a costly fumble. You fumble in the first, second quarter, first half. You know, it's kind of
Yes.
whatever. But like,
Yeah.
fourth quarter, they're making a comeback. Now you just gave them everything they need. Momentum's on
They
their
need that
side.
hope, that belief, that
Yeah, everything.
momentum.
You put everything in them, and it kind of sucks too. Because like when you look at players like. I won't say Miles Sanders because Miles Sanders is kind of a little past his prime, I think. You know what I mean? And that kind of sucks for them because like,
Yeah.
you're just like, damn. But like a guy like Derrick
Yeah.
Henry, a guy like Derrick Henry fumbles, you keep going back to him. You know what I mean? As long as you don't look at him and you're like, oh nah, mentally he's out. We can't get back to him. But like a guy like Derrick Henry is kind of like, nah, I wanna be able to get this back. That's my bad. You know what I mean? He'll take ownership of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, your bigger quarterbacks throw an interception, they get the ball back, they want to make a play. Same thing with Derrick Henry. But like, I do agree with you too, though, Marcus, that like you can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's horrible. You know what I mean? Like that's all bad. That's, nothing good came from that. But yeah, it is still frustrating. Like I said, there are times when they're winning, especially division games, and they're up and they're just killing them, and then somehow they just run, punt, run, punt, and it's like the other team's looking to score, so they're still doing their full-blown offense, and they're motivated to catch up. So it's like, dog, like, what are we doing here? They scored, you punted. They scored, you punted. That 21-point lead you had is now 7, and they have the ball, and there's 8 minutes left. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, there's too much time left. So yeah, oh man, like I said, like I've been watching the Ravens for a long time. I've been a fan of the Ravens for many years on top of my Panthers, but it's like, oh my god, that was so frustrating to watch because it happens too often.
Yeah. And Anthony Weston, he mentioned didn't like how the Ravens defense played after they had the lead. They played prevent. And I think they do that a lot. To sum it up, it's like you can't play not to lose. Like you have to play to win. Yeah. As soon as you're like, all right, all we have to do is this and we won't lose, that's you're already messing up. So
exactly. It's the wrong mindset.
Yeah. Going back to the Cowboys game, Pop said if Lamb makes any of those 3 drops, we win. Fumble hurt, but drops were critical times going for the win. And I get that. And you normally wouldn't expect him to do those drops, at least the first one. But the fumble still was critical because if we score 7 on that drive, like we're not even down at that point.
The game was over. Game was over.
But that was a tough one. Yeah. But I'm encouraged by the way the Cowboys played, though, regardless. Obviously, there's no such thing as a moral victory, but I like what they showed, and they definitely didn't get blown out, and they looked organized. They looked like there was some opportunity there. They could have won that game. We could definitely make that argument.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm going to say that the Cowboys did look better than I thought. But I'm going to be devil advocate. I'm going to say I don't think the Eagles are good this year. They lost a lot of pieces, lost a lot of players on defense.
They did.
I just don't feel like they going to be good this year. I think they're going to be decent. I think they're going to try to overdo Saquon and Hurts, and he might get hurt. But I just feel like they're not the same team no more that we seen last year. And that's why it was a close game. But the Cowboys at the same time, I think that 1-2 punch, even though Miles Sanders, he fumbled, I think if he can do what he do, he's slow as the molasses because he should have scored and broke out. But
yeah, a lineman ran him down.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
he passed his prime.
I just feel like I think him in goal line, I think he's gonna be great for them to be a big back and save Williams. I think Williams, he surprised me too. He look like he's fresh. He look like he's ready to play. And I think if you keep those guys kind of going, get some chemistry going with them, they'll be just fine. You got to put Pickens in the game a little bit sooner, a little bit more. Maybe you have to force it to him a little bit. I think he can take a player. He can catch that ball. You go up there to him. You know what I'm saying? I think they kind of like stay away from him a little bit. And Dak, he forced at least 3 passes to triple coverage. I'm like, Dak, why are you doing over there? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. CeeDee Lamb, we say he dropped on passes. CeeDee Lamb is a diva, not in a bad way. He don't want to get hit. And if you look at those passes that he dropped,
it was the alligator arms.
He's gonna get killed. You look at the safety. He missed the ball and said to go right past him. He catch that ball, he don't get hit. He's not those receivers. They don't want to get hit no more. It's how it is. I want to catch the ball and go down, but he didn't want to catch that ball and get hit. I think he dropped those balls on. He sent up guys coming. So I'm gonna give it to him. Like new football is different. And like Michael Irvin, he catching him take the hit. T.O. don't get hit. But these new guys, they don't want to get hit no more. So I just feel
Yeah.
like that's why you drop those passes. But overall, the defense looked kind of solid. They missed Michael Parsons. I don't care what nobody say. If he was there, it would be a different game too. I just really believe that. So,
Oh
but
yeah.
overall, I think the secondary they did great. I think Bland and I think Diggs did a great job. That's why AJ Brown had one catch. They would
Yeah,
dig
got
them
Yep.
up
shut
there.
down.
You watch the full field. They would Bland. They haven't played on the same field. I think about one game maybe.
Right.
So those guys gonna do their thing. If Michael was there, I think Mike could get a lot of sacks this year because those guys gonna be locking up this year. And AJ Brown and Devontae, they some good receivers. They only had three cases a piece
Together.
all together. So
Yeah.
I just feel like they did their thing. They're gonna be really good. But Dallas have to go get a pass rusher. They have to get somebody. They don't have to be the superior, but get somebody that specialty is a pass rush. I think they'll be okay. So, but like I said, overall they did a pretty good job. The coach did a pretty good job of play calling too. I think they did kind of did it there. But I just think get Pickens and tight ends involved a little bit more too. 'Cause I think City got a lot of catches that other people kind of got. And overall, I think they'll be good. I think they'll beat Giants next week. But we want to see they're going to do against the Packers and the Chiefs. And I can judge them from there. But overall, they surprised me. I ain't going to lie.
You're getting closer to the bus, man. Like I said, the seat is right here, dog. It's right here.
But soon as Jerry leaves, now I'm over there. Until he's there. He's still gonna make
Yeah.
dumb decisions. So
I want to welcome Unc to the show. He said hello from Texas, and I also want to welcome Derpy to the show. And he was with us on Thursday as well. What's good, Derpy? He said Giants fans are in misery with the game Daniel Jones had for the Colts, but you love to see it.
I told y'all Colts got them Dolphins, boy. Oh, man. I told y'all like Colts gonna win. Hey, Derpy, the Jets almost got your Steelers too, though.
Yeah, he did. He didn't mention that one, but Pops said Jets coach got conservative as they took the lead and made Rodgers look young again. Rodgers still has a gun, threw 4 touchdowns. And I'm surprised the Steelers gave up that many points, but once they get their stuff together, I think they should be pretty solid.
no,
you feel
they're not
you
gonna be
feel
good
nervous
this year.
with
They
it?
should have lost that game.
It's early, and it's early too. Old man Rodgers,
Rogers threw those what 10, 20 yards. He ain't slinging it. He supposed to score on the 20-yard line. He ain't did nothing to me. He ain't impressed me at all. His
Yeah,
defense is trash too. I don't care nobody say.
that's
Go
what I'm
Jets.
saying. That's what I'm surprised by. The defense gave up too much. I don't know how you feel about that, but Mike Tomlin's going to go at least 500. So if they can get him a couple extra games, I don't know.
Yeah.
They still have a really tough division too, though. So.
They 9-8 this year.
That division didn't look good this week either. They didn't look good this week.
Well, and I wanted to go back.
Bengals-
I know we're jumping all around. I wanted to go back to what you said about the Eagles too. I kind of agree, but if the Eagles aren't as good, Washington didn't look so great against the Giants either. I mean, they did their thing, but I feel like the NFC East is back open again. There's never a repeat winner. Like it always changes hands. So you never know.
I'm curious a little bit though. I'm curious a little bit, and the only reason why I say that is because like the Giants they've been doing kind of the Green Bay thing the last couple of years. They've gotten so much into defense as they have offense. So I'm wondering if maybe the Giants' defense is a little bit better. I know Washington didn't look as good as they did last year, but it's week 1. There's so many questions for every team right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I am a little curious to see if like offensively the Giants are just they're so bad, dog. Like that offense is still so terrible.
But they're solid.
I'm curious.
Defense. Yeah.
Yeah, but I am curious to see that the defense kind of holds up, keeps them in some games. But they're tanking this year, I think. But I think they're tanking this year.
I feel bad for his name is Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
He just saying so like man, this is so
Poor
bad.
And he's
Like
good
Russell
too.
Wilson looked terrible. Like Russell Wilson is terrible, man. I'm like,
he should have never left
he just
Seattle.
fell
Like
off.
He shouldn't have.
It's one of those like it just all bad from there.
Russell Wilson looked like what I expected Aaron Rodgers to look like this past weekend. He did.
Oh man.
But he looked decent in Denver though. You know what I'm saying? When he went to Denver, the first couple games he didn't look good, but he ended the end of the year, he looked decent. Like he got in the groove. But I don't think the Jets are the type of team he gonna get in his groove and kind of play good. I don't think they have that. So I don't know,
they don't have
man.
a
But
line
he
for him
look
either.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Dak's record. Pops mentioned what is Dak's record to NFC East. He has a winning record against the Eagles and Jalen Hurts right now too. I think he's what.
Yeah.
So
I think he's 5-2 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does good against the division. I mean, we that's the thing. You never know, and it's just about getting to the playoffs and then see what happens. But I don't know.
And I said this before. I ain't telling I kind of said it to myself. I felt like the Micah Parsons, his back thing. I feel like that was just something so he kind of ease the pain of Dallas, let him go. Oh, he's still hurt and all that. There is no. I knew he wasn't hurt. There is no way. If you look at that play, he was so fresh. He didn't play that much. That play we had the sack, he was double teamed. He got through the double team, and when he got through the double team, that dude moved so quick and so fast to get that sack. He just good. I don't care. Nobody say he can hate him everything like that. He gonna have at least 50 sacks this year, easy. Cause the defense is decent. He's getting double teamed. He's still getting through like that, and he's supposed to be hurt. I just feel like Michael Parsons gonna have a great year, man. I hate to say it, but
he should.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with his back. If you watch the whole game, there's nothing wrong with his back, man. That's all lies. I don't know why they do that kind of stuff. But
hey,
he's fine.
I don't care any ailment I got.
Yeah, Pop said he rubbed some $1,000 bills on his back, and that's how he. He put some millions on it.
Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And I seen his plays.
I'm talking about the game. Like he impacted the game. Like he had so much pressure on the quarterback. It was like there's no way his back is messed up. I don't believe that. I just think that's bull crap.
He wasn't on no snap count.
Just tell the truth. Yeah,
right.
Come on, man.
He just wasn't gonna participate in practice until he got paid. Like that's just because as soon as he got to the Packers, he was practicing, but he didn't practice all offseason with the Cowboys. So, but I do think though the only thing is they're going to continue to play him up because the hate towards Jerry Jones is so real. Because they kept playing it up, and I'm like, I never seen this before, but on his little stat line, I seen he had like 1 sack, 3 pressures, and a forced INT. I'm like, I've never seen that statistic before. A forced INT? Yeah, like, you're saying I've never seen that statistic before until this week. Because they're like, how else can we demonstrate he's so good?
Dog,
I've never seen that. Come on, these
things be killing me, bro. They've been killing me. I can't stand it.
They making up stuff.
Bro. They be like, he the first player.
He get on my nerve. I'll be honest with you. If I see him, I'm like, man, this be straight up, dog. You're such a. But he's a. I'm not trying to be funny, dog. But them players like LeBron James, when they have a father in their life. They do stuff like that. I'm just sorry, man. It just happens, man. I love both of them, but I just feel like you said difference between Michael Jordan and Kobe and Russell Westbrook. You just see the difference, dog. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we talked about that's the last of the Mohicans right there because nobody's like that anymore.
Raised with their dad, man.
Yeah. All right, that was good stuff. I think there's some good games to look forward to this week. And we'll break them all down.
Thursday is a good game.
Secure the bag. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Thursday is a good game too. Redskins Packers. Game. So
I think Packers
Commanders, man.
Y'all, you and Pops got me on this.
Going back and forth.
Yeah. Unc said can't believe the Bears lost to the Vikings. And that's tough. JJ did his thing, but I think Caleb Williams is gonna be all right. He had a good first couple quarters.
No, he's not,
but
man.
He's gonna be all right.
I
gotta root for him.
I'm rooting for him too, but he don't look happy. Look how he was dressed. You can see his whole undershirt. Like, dude, you're a quarterback. Hey, can you get neat? Can we get it together?
He did do the sloppy on purpose. Yeah.
Man, he looks terrible. He don't look happy. Body language says it all, man. He don't look happy, man.
It's funny. I don't really know about his happiness and like that, but like there are a couple of things that still bother me. He's still young. It's his second year, but he's leaving the pocket still way too fast. And like I don't know what his deal is with DJ Moore, but he needs to understand that DJ Moore is by far, it's not even close, his best option on that team. DJ Moore was open for like 2 touchdowns, wide open, no one there, and he wasn't even looking his way. Like I get it. DJ, before he was drafted, somebody asked DJ Moore, they said, are you excited to potentially play with a guy like Caleb Williams next year? And DJ said, you know what? Hats off to Caleb and what he's been able to do. He's good. He's like, but he's not better than Justin Fields. And I think Caleb Williams is still mad about that. Because, like, dog,
Wouldn't
like,
you be?
He don't ever let
yeah,
go.
but
He never
not
let go.
costing me games. Not costing me, dog. Like, bro, I just be watching DJ, but like he open again.
But
And
that's why they're actually playing him at running back too, some because they're like, we got to get the ball in his hands. Yeah,
because Ben Johnson's like, look, if you're not gonna give him the ball, I got to.
Right.
Exactly.
There was one play.
Exactly.
There was one play where there was for a first down, and DJ Moore was wide open. The corner was right on the tail. He threw it so far behind DJ that there's no way he got it, and DJ still got blown up. I was like, dog, that's on purpose. There's no way you are a quarterback professionally. There's no way you missed that. It's a slant, dog, a 7-yard slant. You missed a 7-yard slant.
DJ Moore,
I'm telling you, it's horrible. I was so
DJ
mad.
Moore is so good. And if he don't watch out, it's gonna be the best sit he ever had. He won't get another one. So you gotta be careful with that. But DJ Moore, he's that good, dog. Like he's that good. Bro, and they not synced up, man. They don't be in the summer working together or nothing. They don't like each other, man.
No, they don't. I'm with it, bro. Like, I want to see Caleb go somewhere else like now, yesterday. Like, he was getting 1,000-yard seasons when we had nobody throwing for us in Carolina. Back to back. He had 3 back-to-back years of 1,000-yard games, and I can't even remember who was throwing for him at that point in time. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's how bad our quarterback play was. And I'm just like, man, like, he's so freaking good. And, like, you could just see it. Even last year, he was pissed. He was unhappy. He was like, I can't stand Chicago. I want out of here. And, like, I'm telling you, Caleb needs to suck that up.
He went back to San Diego, man. He said, I can't do this, man.
Yeah, he was out 1 year and out.
He said, I can't do this. Nah, it ain't.
He took a pay cut, man. And he took a pay cut. Yeah, and Al took a pay cut to Cali. Yeah.
He said, I'm going back to Cali, man. Let's go to LA, man.
Yeah, get up out of here. I got to keep rooting for my guy, though. I got to keep rooting for my guy. Anthony Weston says it doesn't look like Caleb can play in the pocket consistently. But I don't know.
He was out of there before anything. He was just
fast, though. He's pretty fast, man.
Yeah, he was moving. He was moving.
Yeah,
Pop said, I try to tell you guys he has big time physical tools, but he's a mental mess. Hopefully they can coach him up.
He is.
I'm hoping so too.
He's trying so hard to make O'Dunes or whatever that kid's name is his number one receiver. It's not working. It's not working, dog.
That's his boy. That's the one he's been working with all offseason. That's why
it is. Yeah. It is. It's so frustrating.
One pass on the sideline, he barely was in. That was crazy how they caught that ball like that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh man, some of the passes I'm just like, yo, DJ wide open. He ain't got a safety or a corner on him. What's going on? He looked right at him too. Was like,
that's
nope.
crazy.
Oh, you're killing me.
Oh man! All right, let's see. We got to get up out of here pretty quickly, actually. But we've been having some good conversation. Like I said, we'll continue to talk about NFL on this Thursday when we do our predictions for next week. But yeah, I think it was a great opening week, and we didn't even talk about some of the other division rival games and stuff. San Francisco, they're looking banged up and all that. Kansas City Chiefs and Chargers. Anthony Weston let us know he feels like the media is kind of trying to dump on the Chiefs, but I think they'll be all right. I just think that was a good, solid first game for the Chargers. They were ready. And Marcus, you called that one.
Yeah.
The only other thing is, go ahead.
I'm not good. I was gonna say something. Like I mentioned too. Like I think on what's it called, the Chargers probably gonna win this game. But I just feel like the second year of Harbaugh, he was gonna be much better. And Herbert finally looked like, as advertised, he finally looked like what he's supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? He played a hell of a game.
He did. That was kind of dope. The game sealing, like first down in the long slide that he took. That was pretty tight.
Yeah.
Only other things we didn't have too much, but we were going to talk about. Let's throw up the college rankings real quick, and I only throw this up to say like I'm rooting for my dogs this week, but man, I'm a little bit worried. They didn't look so great, and they actually slid back in the rankings. They play Tennessee at Tennessee next week, so that's going to be a really good game on Saturday. But everybody else kind of righted the ship. Nothing too crazy in week 2. Watch out
for Florida State, man. Watch out for Florida State, man.
Florida State's looking pretty good, and I do got to shout out South Florida for beating Florida. That was a really cool game too. Always love when the Gators go down.
That's how I felt about Oklahoma taking out Michigan. That was
oh yeah, that was the best game. That was a really good game. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, and they did it defensively. That was my biggest thing. Finally, like we finally looking halfway decent on defense. Finally, so
that young quarterback from Michigan, he didn't look good.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
That's a big time type of spot to be in, though. Too. It's like
yeah. I was it's like the second time they played Michigan for like ever or something like that. So that was big. I love to see it.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma's definitely back in the mix. Unc says Seminoles, baby. Anthony Weston talks about Missouri taking out Kansas. They moved into the rankings. That's what's up. Yeah. Kelly also says, I'm not confident in the Dogs. It was a weird game, but it was supposed to be a tune-up game, and it didn't really help tune things up the way it was supposed to. So, but at the same time, the one good thing I know about Tennessee going to Tennessee is that defense travels. We're going to have our defense. It's just going to come down to can we score enough points and can we control the ball. So we'll see how it goes. But that's gonna be a tough game, man.
Ohio State looks nasty though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not an Ohio State fan, but they looking.
Yeah,
man. What 70 points, 72 points, something like that.
Grambling, man.
They played Grambling.
No, they did. But Marcus, here's my thing though. That's what you.
That ain't even right. Yeah,
that's what you expect. Like that's what you want to see. Like 70 points is still a lot of points to put on in a football game, and that's like when Ada was talking about Georgia, and it's like. That should have been that kind of game too, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So like that's what I mean. Like the defense played really well last week, and then 70-0. It was bad. It was really bad. But that's what I expect. That's what I expect them to do against teams like Grambling.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Unc said Kawhi, where is he going? That is one of the stories we got to talk about.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of time to talk about that. But Kawhi and Ballmer, they're in a little bit of interesting territory right here. So yeah, they find themselves a little predicament there. Some things coming out. So we'll talk about that more though, because they ain't going nowhere and basketball is still a little ways off. Yeah, so I think we might leave it right there. But I did want to remind everybody, Canelo versus Crawford is this week, and before we sign off, let's just give a quick one-word prediction. Marcus, who you got?
I'm gonna go Crawford. Tough though. I'm gonna go Crawford.
I'm hoping Crawford, but I gotta go Canelo. He's just got the.
You said one word and draw. No, I was playing. I think I'm going Crawford too.
That's what's up. All right, Pop said he's going for Crawford. I hope y'all are right. And we're gonna leave it right there. We'll be right back next week with episode 316, the Stone Cold edition of Slack. But catch us Thursday as well for for our predictions for the NFL Week 2. And until then, get the plastic, put the plastic down. Until then, we'll see you next week. But it's your boy A-Dub.
It's your boy Strizzy.
Your boy Marcus. Peace out, man.
Yes, sir.